Football is life, but is that always good for the league? Ted Lasso star Cristo Fernandez just signed with El Paso Locomotive in the USL Championship. And at 35, he's living his best life. His dream came true. He is now a professional soccer player. But is that good for a league that is trying to be a competitive, well-known, implementing pro rel in the United States, about to have Division 1 type of league? So in this video, I want to break down why it's good for Cristo Fernandez, but maybe not the smartest move for the league overall. But before we do, if you're a fan of the USL, give this video a like because it really helps with the algorithm so that we could get more USL exposure out there. And with that, why don't we get started? So let me show you guys a quick recap of this signing.
Rising from the Apple TV show Ted Lasso, but now Cristo Fernandez is going pro for real. Fernandez, who portrayed the fictional footballer Dani Rojas on the small screen, will now lace up his cleats for a real-life team after a 2-month trial with the United Soccer League team, the El Paso Locomotives. Before becoming an actor, Fernandez played competitive soccer in Mexico and then suffered an injury. He said the dream of competing professionally never truly left his heart.
All right, so that was just a quick recap of his life and how he got here. But in this video, like I said, I kind of want to break down why this may not be the greatest move for the league overall. So like the news story said, he played when he was younger, but knee injury derailed him from potentially having a great career. And that's one of those things that we will never know, right? Just because you play in academies, I mean, look at the Premier League academies, right? You have so many young people playing there, but how many of them actually become superstars? Not that many. So yeah, he played when he was younger, but he had a knee injury. And so now at 35 years old, we're expected to believe that his knee injury is a thing of the past. His body has somehow gotten a whole lot better, that he can actually contribute to the team and he won't get injured. That is very hard to believe because, I mean, he's well past prime years in soccer. At 35 years old, there's not that many players that come out and play at a high level at 35 years old. So the physicality and the age, that is a huge concern for anyone watching this. Another concern is that USL Championship clubs right now should be focusing on youth development. And if you take up a spot, you're signing this guy, you're potentially taking that spot away from somebody that could showcase themselves and really make the next jump, produce for your team. I mean, that's the type of thing that the USL Championship should be focusing on because promotion and relegation is coming. So you want to have people that could contribute for a long term, not just a quick signing like this to get sales or to have people talking about you for a limited time. You want to see the clubs develop the youth. That is something that needs to be highlighted. I mean, I think overall the USL Championship does a relatively good job at that. You have seen young guys get transferred to European clubs, but still, I mean, this is affecting somebody that could have been on the El Paso Locomotive roster. And while he earned a spot while being on trial, I mean, he was on trial for 2 months. You can't help it but think to yourself, is this a gimmick story? I mean, this could potentially hurt you on the field because you're just going to have people talking about, oh, look, this is where Dani Rojas plays. This is where Cristo plays. The character from Ted Lasso. All of this talk about Ted Lasso this, Ted Lasso that. Or it could be a huge distraction to what El Paso Locomotive is doing right now. I mean, they came out in hot form. They're a competitive team right now with Rubio Rubin, him doing his thing. The club is really meshing under Junior. And so you can't help but think like this is going to distract. This is going to be some sort of gimmick story. Like people are just talking about this for a limited time. And so you have such a great product on the field that they're just going to want to see Dani Rojas. And if you don't put him in, what happens there? If you do put him in and he gets hurt, or if he doesn't contribute, he doesn't score goals or any of these things, there's going to be a huge talking point there, and this could be a serious risk for El Paso Locomotive. I mean, this could I think have some potentially big consequences because if he doesn't produce, you're going to be a laughing stock in the USL Championship and maybe potentially around the world. And so, I mean, one thing I did notice is that when El Paso Locomotive posted this on X, I mean, they got almost, when I had seen it, they were almost at 8,000 likes. I mean, this is coming from a club that gets a couple likes. And I know that shouldn't be the whole merit, but I mean, to see a drastic jump like that, and there were stories all over, people talking about this. So it did bring attention, right? And hopefully, if you bring that much attention, you do bring people that want to go to your games. And once they're there, you as a club, you have to convince them to stay, to like show what you have. So I do want to be fair in that aspect. It's a business move that I'm sure they they talked and thought about this for a very long time. But like I said, this could potentially be a bad move as well. It could really bite them in the back. And I'm sure they thought about this as well, but they must have thought that the reward was way better than the risk. So we shall see. Only time will tell how this comes to be. So for Cristo Fernandez, this is huge. He is now a professional player. He became an actor, and after acting is when he became a professional player. Usually it's the other way around. Like I said, it's a dream that he had for a very long time, and it's true now. He is now a professional player. But is this going to help the league overall? Only time will tell. Is this going to help El Paso Locomotive? Only time will tell. This is a competitive sport. We all know that, right? This is a competitive sport. I cannot wait to see the amount of trash talk that other teams give Cristo Fernandez and El Paso Locomotive. Guys, I know that the trash talk is going to be big. They're going to try to get into his head. And we shall see if this becomes a gimmick story, like I said. But what do you guys think? Are you a fan of this? Are you not a fan of this? I would love to know what you guys have to say about all of this. Drop a comment down below. Thank you so much for tuning in. And with that, I will see you all on the next one.